Hey everyone, I'm back with another interesting tutorial. So in this one we are going to create headphones in Blender. So first of all, let's hide this light and camera. In order to hide this light and camera, go to object type visibility at the top and hide the light and camera. Delete the cube, hide the light, hide the camera. Let's add a torus. Press Shift A, add a torus. You see the settings here. I'm going to increase radius little bit and decrease the segments. After entering the values, press left click to confirm the values. Press RY 90 to rotate it along y-axis 90 degrees. Go to front view. You see now I'm going into edit mode by pressing tab, and I'm gonna delete the right side half of the torus. So let's go to edit mode. Press tab to go to edit mode. Press 3. Press 3 and delete all these right side faces. And select the edges. Press 2 and press Shift Alt while selecting all edges, and press E to extrude like this. Extrude by pressing E like this, and press F to close it. We will have a new face, and select these edges by pressing Shift Alt and press E to extrude and press F to have a face. Now select these edges, press Shift Alt to select all edges, press S to resize it like this. Now I am going to move this along x-axis. Press G and X. Press S and Z to scale it along z-axis like this. And rotate it along y-axis. Press R and Y. Now press Ctrl A to clear rotation and select rotation. Now set the origin to 3D cursor. After setting the origin to 3D cursor, the yellow dot on the torus moves to the center. You can see now that yellow dot at the center acts as a pivot to the torus. See, now you can apply the mirror modifier. Go to mirror modifier. We have applied mirror along x-axis only. Now go to edit mode, press 3 and select these two faces. Go to front view and select extrude to cursor. Extrude to cursor means if you click somewhere in the viewport, extrusion happens to that particular mouse position. So let me show you how it works. So if you click here, extrusion happens to that particular mouse point. You see how it works, and rotate it along y-axis. Now rotate it along y-axis again. Press R and Y. Now click one more time and rotate it along y-axis like this. Now in the mirror modifier, check the clipping. Press E and X 2 times and move the selection like this. So the extrusion selection moves like this, and switch on proportional editing and move it along Z axis. Press G and Z and left click to confirm it. Now press 2 and select these top edges by pressing Shift and Alt. Make sure you select all these edges, top edges, and proportional editing is on. Go to top view, press S and Y. Press S and Y to scale it along Y-axis. Now switch off the proportional editing. Go to front view. Now press Ctrl R to add a loop cut like this. I'm going to select particular portion of this torus in edit mode. So right now I am in box select mode. So let me switch to circle select. So in edit mode, press W to switch to circle select. You can see here. I'm gonna speed up this process of selecting the particular portion of torus. So you see I'm selecting all these faces with the circle select. Before you separate these selection as a separate object, make sure you select all these faces. If you miss anything, please select it right now. See, this is the selection. We are going to separate it. Now right click on it, go to separate and select selection. Now the selected portion has been separated from the torus. Now it is a new object. We are going to do the same process again. Now in edit mode, select all these faces which I am selecting right now. Press 3 to face select. Select all these faces. We are going to separate it and rename it as a separate object. Rename the object if you want, I mean layer name. Now select all the objects and press Ctrl 2 to apply subdivision modifier. You see we have applied subdivision modifier. You can increase the number of subdivisions in the modifier panel if you want. Now go to edit mode, press tab to go to edit mode. I want to scale one face. Press S to scale it. Decrease the size. So next thing we are going to do, applying materials to the objects. Before we apply any materials, the bigger one here is earpiece according to my layers. I named it like that. So that should be the last one to select and press Ctrl P and select object option. After attaching all these objects to particular parent, now we can scale them all at once. You can see, press S to scale them. Now go to scene settings, change the resolution X, go to camera settings, change the perspective to orthographic. We have added a plane. Let's increase the size. Press S to increase the size. Shift the camera along Y axis and shift the object along Z axis. Do few more adjustments if you want. Select the object, move it along Z axis or any other axis you want. Do how many adjustments you want. I'm gonna rotate it along Z axis. Press R and Z. I'm doing random rotation. I'm not entering any particular number. rotate it along x-axis and y-axis also. Let's bring the light. Go to object type visibility and hide the light. Go to top view. Increase the power. I mean light power in light settings. Increase the size. Press S to increase the size. I'm gonna duplicate the light and rotate it along Z axis. Now comes the applying color part. Actually, I'm not sure what color should I go with, so I'm gonna take few minutes to apply colors. It's up to you. You can go with your own choice of colors. And after finishing it, select each particular object, apply shade smooth, and make sure each object has 5 subdivisions. You can increase them in modifiers panel. So to sum up everything, first apply colors, increase subdivisions to every object, and apply shade smooth to every object, and select cycles engine for rendering and render the final output. So I'm gonna speed up this process. I mean applying all these colors. It's very basic. You can select each object and go to material section and change the base color. So you have applied a new color to the object. So I guess that's it for now. You can see this is the final output of our rendered image. You can change light settings if you want. I have selected area light for this particular model, or go with EV engine and see how the final output comes. So I'm gonna stop here. So this is the final image you can see, and I have tried one more variation with different colors. You can see it now. So that's it for now. If you like this one, please share it and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one with one more interesting tutorial.